Thought you said you could play this game. How long have you been taking lessons? Waste of time, however long it was. All that gear must have cost you a bob or two. If I was you, I'd jag it in and flog the lot.
Have you finished?
Yeah, it's a laugh. You're always the same. Taking things up, buying all the gear, wasting your money, and then you're a scrub out.
If you don't shut up, I shall ram this shuttlecock straight up your carver and set fire to the feathers. Really, Chris, I don't take this game seriously, shuttlecocks. This is just to limber up, to loosen my muscles. Tennis is my game, mate. You can't play tennis out here, not on this titchy little pitch.
Court.
I know the terminology.
It's about all you do know. You can't play.
I expect me to play out here when I'm sliding about in all this horse manure.
Same thing for me.
You've got hobnail boots on.
Well, you could have put your boots on.
Don't be ridiculous. In this gear, you wouldn't expect to see Princess Anne wearing Flogman's flippers when she goes show jumping now, would you?
You want another game?
No!
We won't score this time, and then you won't know how much I've beaten you by.
I do not wish to play any more.
Well, put my name down for the tennis club. I'll go and give you a clobbering down there.
So help me, if you as much as put a foot in that tennis club, I'll murder you. I've made some very nice friends down there, a very nice class of people, very refined. I don't want any dirty, smelly, uncouth, loud-mouthed, foul little shy-talks like you. Turning up their lawns with hobnail boots on. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll go and get a shower, sterilise me racket, and have an early night.
You can't stop me joining. Glad to have me, they'd be.
Ha ha!
Coaching them, if they're all as bad as you. I was champion of my regiment.
You stay away from that tennis club, all right?
Just because you know I'll beat you? I always beat you, because you're a scrub out. You're useless. You're a pudding.
A game, set a match, I beat you. I beat you, I beat you, I beat you, beat you. Snap, I beat you, I beat you. Down the snake you go. Beat you, beat you, beat you. Made fair with a hotel on it. £2,000. Yeah, I beat you. Checkmate. I beat you, I beat you. Full house. Beat you. Beat you. But beat you. Beat you.
Now, just relax, Mr. Steptoe. Lie back on the couch. I'm just going to ask you a few questions. How old are you, Mr. Steptoe?
I'm 39.
Married?
No.
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 Oh. Are you a homosexual?
Are you looking for a clap round here, right?
You always overreact when your masculinity is questioned?
I'm not overreacting. It's just I don't like being called a brown hatter, that's all.
It's nothing to be ashamed of.
It is where I come from.
It's simply that if you were, we might be able to reach a conclusion much quicker than if you try to conceal it.
I'm not trying to conceal anything. I'm not an iron off. I'm a straightforward crumpet man. I've had more grumble than you've had hot dinners.
All right, relax. I'm very glad to hear it. Is your mother alive?
I know. She died when I was 6 years old.
I see, and you lived alone with your father ever since.
Yeah.
And last night you woke up and found yourself standing over him with a meat cleaver in your hand.
Yeah, I was going to kill him. I was going to kill him, my dad.
Don't get excited. Just relax. Lie back.
I was going to kill him. If I never woke up, I'd have done him in.
Not necessarily true, you know. You were dreaming and you had a nightmare. We very seldom go against our natures in these circumstances, you know. The fantasies that we're acting out, I mean. I sometimes dream that I'm running down a street naked.
Do you?
Yes. Don't you?
No.
Oh? Well, it's a very common dream. I'm surprised you haven't experienced it. I mean, I'm not alone. I mean, I know quite a number of people who... Did you love your mother?
Yes, I did. Very much.
And do you love your father?
No, I don't.
How long have you not liked your father?
I've never liked him.
Did you ever feel like murdering him before?
Every day. Every time I see him. But I've never actually done anything about it. Oh, Beanie's not natural, is he? You can't go around murdering people because you don't like them. But that's what I'm worried about. I know it was only a dream. But I'm frightened that it might happen again. But one day I might really do it. That's why I come to see you. You've got to help me, Doctor.
All right, carry on, I'm listening.
Carry on what?
Well, let me see. Were you rejected as a child?
Not by my mother.
Tell me, were you breastfed?
Yeah. As it happens, I was. We couldn't afford proper milk.
Did your mother have a large bosom or a small bosom?
Well, it seemed a fair size, as I remember.
Large?
Yeah.
Inordinately large or just large?
Well, It seemed quite large at the time. I mean, I can't be precise about it because... What's the size of my mum's Bristol's got to do with it?
I'm just trying to find out whether you miss the comfort and security of your mother's bosom. The warm, soft, all-enveloping protection of those two large...
Hang on, they weren't as big as all that. Don't you want to know about my father?
Oh, all right, very well. Unburden your mind. Tell me about your relationship with him. Don't be ashamed. Anything that's lurking in the remotest corners, winkle it out. We're none of us normal. Remember that. Now go back over the years. Any particular incident that comes to mind?
Well, I suppose the first thing I can remember about my dad was just before the war. See, I used to have to get his tea ready of a night time, and he'd come in off the round, and then he'd have his tea, then he'd clap me round the ear hole, and he'd get all punched up, then we'd both go out on the horse and cart. He used to think he looked like Errol Flynn, the silly short-ass git. Every night we'd go down to the same place. He'd pull up outside the Skinner's Arms, he'd go in, and he'd leave me outside. I used to sit outside there all night with a bottle of lemonade and an arrowroot biscuit. I used to sit there for hours on end, the wind whistling up my gear. Pathetic it was. 10 years old and I already had a touch of the farmer child's. Oh, what a disgrace. I wouldn't see him again until chucking out time. And his friends would carry him out, sling him on the back of the cart, and I'd have to take him home. Night after night that happened. I never got to bed before 12, and up at 6 to do my paper round. At 12 years old, I had bigger bags under my eyes than Harold Macmillan. He wouldn't even let me go to the barber's and have a decent haircut. He used to do it all himself. I had the worst haircut in the district. The teacher used to let me keep my hat on in class. I was known as Geronimo until I was 23. Yeah, but I'm jumping myself now. You see, yeah, when I was 18, I went into the army for 2 years. I was fighting in the jungles of Malaya for 2 years. I had foot rot, malaria. I was wounded twice. I had 3 doses of dysentery. Oh, God. They were the happiest 2 years of my life. Because I got away from him. I mean, you see, everything I ever try to do in this life, he always frustrates me. I mean, everything I ever take up, he's always better at it than I am. Well, not so much he's better at it, it's just that when it comes to the crunch, I haven't the art to beat him. I mean, every time I threaten to leave home, he has an heart attack. He's had 15 heart attacks to my knowledge. And there was this one. Now, this guy, I'll never forgive him for this. I met this girl. Oh, she was the loveliest girl I had ever met.
Did she have a large bosom?
I don't know, I never saw them.
Never?
Never. They felt average. Is that any help?
You're all right, carry on.
Well, anyway, she was posh. Oh, did she have breeding? But she was the only bird I've ever met who could eat peas off the back of a fork. Oh, I was very impressed with that. And rich, too. God, they were loaded, that family. And it was only her and her old lady. You see, the old man was dead, and I could have had the lot. 14 breweries. And anyway, I couldn't put them off any longer, because she wanted to meet the family. Him. So I arranged for him to come and have tea one day. I remember, I got home early that afternoon. Now, I washed and I shaved, and I'm coming down into the lounge. And when I got down there... Have you finished them?
Yeah.
Oh, good. You bloody idiot! What have you done to my trousers?
What's wrong with them?
You put the greasy down the side. You twit. In my best suit. In my only suit. Oh, God. Take them rotten socks off. You smell like a team of Turkish wrestlers.
I just washed these and drying them off.
Well, try taking them off your feet when you wash them. Oh, come on here. Put a pair of mine on. Here you are.
No,
Hurry
I
up,
don't
get
want
ready.
them. I'm ready.
They'll be here in a minute.
Well, all I have to do is get me boots on.
You're not meeting them dressed like that.
This is my house. They'll take me as they find me.
I know where the police will find you. You know this is important to me. You know that. You could have made an effort, couldn't you? Just this once. Just this once. Have you had a bath?
Yeah.
I mean, recently, in the last 6 months.
Well, I don't have baths in the winter, you know that.
You don't have too many in the summer, neither.
What's the point? You only get dirty again.
Have you washed your hands? Come on, hands. Hands, show. They'll expect to shake hands with you.
Oh, from the way you've been going on, I thought they'd have to curtsy.
Wash your hands.
No, I'll keep me mittens on.
You're doing this on purpose, aren't you, eh? You are deliberately trying to cold box it.
Well, I don't know what you're taking all this trouble for.
Because I'm trying to make a good impression, that is why. Her mother don't like me. She don't like the idea of her daughter getting tied up with someone like me.
You can't blame her.
I don't blame her.
Well, what'd you invite her round for, then?
Because I had no choice. I was pushed into a corner. Before giving her consent to the marriage, the mother insisted on seeing her blood stop. You? Oh, God. Wouldn't I tell you you was dead like I usually do?
Well, if it's all that important to you when she comes, I'll turn on the old charm. I'll have her eating out of my hand.
Oh, please don't. They'll go down with bubonic plague. Phil, did you mash the tea?
Yeah,
And did you make the cucumber sandwiches?
under the clothes.
You're not supposed to cut the cucumber lengths. You're supposed to cut it delicately in little squares like that.
Yeah, they're no use. One burp and you're empty.
Well, she might be able to get her choppers through there. But she's not a French lorry driver. God, this is going to be a disaster. So here. Oh, Dad, and please, do your best. Don't let me down. I mean, I shall introduce you. You shake hands, then you go straight up to bed, all right?
Put me down! Get off!
Right, now then, no dirty jokes. Best behaviour. And no effing and blinding. And you keep as far away from them as possible. Bunty, hello. Do come. You're all right. You found it all right. It's difficult to get here, isn't it? It's cold, isn't it? No. Do you want the toilets or anything like that? No. Up there's the storage there. It's food.
Oh, Mother, isn't it absolutely super?
Delightful.
Darling, how did you find a place like this?
Well, it wasn't easy. We was looking for years. And one day Harrods rang up and we just took it on the spot. Permit me to introduce my father, Peter. This is Bunty, my intended.
Ah. Hello, love. Nice to meet you.
Hello. Oh, darling, he's nice. He doesn't seem like an old misery guts.
Peter, this is Bunty's mater, Mrs. Kennington Strudd.
Charmed, I'm sure. It is a great privilege to meet you, madam.
I expect you're ready for bed now, aren't you?
One moment. Am I to take it that you actually live here?
Yeah, all my life.
I seem to have been somewhat misled. I understood from your son that you were a horse owner and lived next the stables at Ascot.
Oh, no, he must have said Acton. Well, it's more Shepherd's Bush, really. I suppose you're like me, a bit mutton Jeff.
I beg your pardon?
Cook and chef. Deaf!
There's no need to shout, Father. I do assure you, Mrs. Kennington Stroud, I had no intention of deliberately misleading you. We do, in fact, own a horse. May I divest you of your outer garments?
No, thank you. I have no intention of staying.
Oh, don't be such a bore, Mother. We've only just arrived.
Oh, perhaps the poor old biddy's feeling a bit parky. Shall we get another bar?
May I proffer you a sherry in order to mitigate the ardour of the vexing journey what you entailed in getting here?
Are you English, Mr. Steptoe?
I beg pardon?
Mother, please. Yes, darling, we should love some sherry.
Oh, that's good. Because I have, of late, recently, been fortunate enough to procure from my purveyor a rather beautifully modulated Oloroso. Got from one of the finest Soleras in one of the most select bodegas in Jerez.
Young man, if you mean you have some sherry, just say so simply.
Yes. I've got half a bottle. Would you get the glasses, please, Father?
There you are.
What are these?
Oh, they're a job lot from the local hospital.
They're specimen glasses.
Well, there's nothing wrong with them. I'll rinse them out.
No, not those! I do beg your pardon. I've told you before, we don't use these in company. I do have some apposite drinking vessels. We only use them for best, you see.
I don't think we'll bother. I think it's time we were leaving.
Oh, no, please, don't go. You've not had your tea, and I've got it already. Voila! A cold collation. There's cucumber sandwiches, fairy capes, Kipling, and a French cream sandwich.
Yeah, and a tin of biscuits.
Shut up. Would you like to sit down? Peter, show Mrs. Kennington Stroud a chair.
Over there. That's a chair.
Please, Peter, convey her to it.
Oh, I do beg your pardon. May I escort you to your chair? Yeah. Park your bum on that.
Thank you.
Cucumber sandwich?
It's all going wrong.
Oh, darling, don't worry. Now, look, just be yourself and stop acting. She likes you.
The milk is already in, I'm afraid. But the tea is Earl Grey.
Sugar?
Thank you.
How many?
2.
Here. Mrs. You forgot your sandwich.
Well, this is nice. Sunningdale must be looking rather lovely at this time of the year.
Yes.
You should see their house, Father. The rhododendrons is quite splendid. How many gardeners do you have, Bunty?
Oh, I don't know, 7 or 8.
Hear that, Father? 7 gardeners. That's one for every day of the week. The house is rather lovely, too. It's Tudor, isn't it? Or is it Edwardian?
Something peculiar is happening.
What's the matter with you?
Something just leapt onto the table.
Where?
There. Ah, there's another one on the table. Microscopic animals.
God, not fleas! They're probably off the horse. I couldn't think for a moment that they're human fleas.
How could you bring me to a house with fleas?
Look, Mrs. If there are any fleas in here, you brought them in that
Don't panic, I've got to dig it in. Remember, Mrs. Stroud, come back. Bunty, please, hang on a minute.
How dare you? I must have been mad.
Bunty, I wasn't walloping you. Does this mean it's all off?
Do you know what I reckon? I reckon it was that mattress I bought yesterday. I didn't like the look of the bloke that come with it. Thought he looked a bit cootie.
What I'm going to do with you? I'm going to take you outside. I'll take all your clothes off you. I'm going to turn the hose pipe on you. And I'm... Huh? You're giving it me now!
Funny. They don't bother me.
I was covered in them. I had to have all my hair shaved off from head to foot. I couldn't go out of the house for a month. I was bald as a coot.
Most distressing.
Now, come to think of it, it's a wonder I didn't try and kill him before.
Well, I'm afraid that's all we have time for now.
What do you think, Doctor? Do you think I'm going potty?
Good Lord, no, nothing to worry about. It's a classical case of subconscious wish fulfillment. These things are quite often the result of the hypertension when two people live in close proximity in claustrophobic conditions, unable to pursue their outside interests. Happens all the time with married couples. I'll give you some tranquilizers, and what I suggest you do is this.
Keep away from me! Don't you come near me! Don't you touch me! They'll soon find out you've escaped. There'll be a van round here in a minute.
What are you talking about?
Didn't they put you away?
Of course they didn't. There's nothing wrong with me.
Nothing wrong with you. Trying to murder your own father.
I've had it all explained to me. I had a long chat with a psychiatrist, and he explained to me the reasons for my temporary aberration. Now I understand the reasons and the causes. Philosophically, I can accept them. From now on, I shall be a changed person, thanks to my tranquilizers. What's he got? Go on,
Nothing.
Is it a letter? Go on, come on. I won't hurt you. Room to let, £5 per week. Whose room?
Yours.
Mine?
Well, I took it for granted that they'd bung you straight in the nut house, and I have to have some source of income, don't I?
You callous little bleeder! I've only been out of the house for more than 3 hours already. No. I'm not going to let you get on top of me. No, it's I can see your point of view. He's an old man. He got no pension. Yes, it makes a reasonable sense. Okay? There's nothing you can do will ever upset me again.
Where are you going?
I'm going outside to pursue my outside interests out of this claustrophobic atmosphere. I'm going down to the tennis club. There's a rather lovely bit of Rampo gets down there on Thursdays. She's a very good player, too. Bit of luck, I might get a game off her.
What's her name?
Christine?
Oh, not the blonde with the big bristles.
Yeah.
Oh, you're too late, mate. I'm playing her at 4:30.
Beg your pardon?
Yeah, I joined the club this afternoon. Smashing club, isn't it? Here, lend us one of your rackets. Mine's gone home a bit.